Right, this is a movie monkey rant. This is Tuesday. It's a movie monkey rant about the new Alien Covenant movie. The new Alien movie. Right. So, this movie, whew, it's very much stylized. The movie is style. And this is like spoilers, but I don't really have to talk about anything other than the movie's overall stylized, slow-paced suspense movie. That's what this is. If you want that, go watch this movie. It doesn't really matter, I think, in my opinion, obviously, what and how the movie delivers. It's one of the more stylized movies that I've seen. And I like that just for the pure entertainment, especially since I paid 26 cents to see this movie because I'm like doing the AMC like rewards program right now. So this was my like 10th movie, so I got to $5 off, and it's Tuesday, so it's like $5.28 Tuesdays. So I mean, for 28 cents, buco investment. Good payback, good return on that and I have to say that the movie is almost like going into an art gallery and seeing these huge shots next to like really tight camera angles, watching actors emote. Somebody dies, terror, different emotion, these different emotions. There's like a scene, like this lust scene. I mean, okay, one of the fucked up things that happened in this movie though is like, okay, spoilers. Boop. Okay, we're going with spoilers now. I just kind of sparked something. There's these two characters who, after this like crazy tragedy, are hooking up in the shower. So they're hooking up in the shower, and the alien monster is gonna kill him, and you know it's gonna kill him. And these two characters are in the shower, and the alien like uses its alien tail to like tickle her butt or her something. He went up there, used his like scorpion like alien like tail. It's kind of like, like a scorpion thing. It does a weird this hook, and it like goes up, and you could see their legs, and it goes between her legs, and it's like, and she goes, whoo! And she jumps backwards. And when she jumps backwards, the alien monster is just looking at her. And they make eye contact. And the alien shoots his little mouth out and fucking kills the guy. Like, blows right through his brains. And then, then goes in and kills her. So, that scene to me was really weird. This is overall weirdness of the alien monster tickling her butthole. Kind of, I mean, it didn't take me out of the movie, but it did. It did. Like, oops, probably shouldn't have done that. Like, why would he tickle her butt? Wouldn't he have just, like, they're making out, and then him just, like, rip his head off and then pop her in the face with, like, his little mouth, like, or grab him and like kill him and then like and get them both, or jump in the shower with them and fucking kill them both at the same time. I don't know. I don't understand the alien's motivation to tickle her butt. So there's that. I mean, super suspenseful, crazy tonnage. This tonnage that gets developed. I didn't even get into what actually happened in the movie yet. Let me just jump in. Next scene. Gonna give you some backstory. So there's a robot, a synthetic named David, who's the first creation of robots. And he doesn't have like one of the first robotic rules, which is like, don't kill people. I don't know. Or like he figures out how to get around that using logic. But he wipes out an entire planet. He takes his virus and he drops it on this planet with people, like kind of people, and all these animals. And to create something new, because he wants to create something. He's like mad that he was created, and he's like this angsty robot that's like, my father has created me. It was such a he was so unworthy of his creation. He's like got this British accent, and he's like, I'm so unworthy of his creation. And he's telling this other synthetic that, and you know, I'm like, uh-oh, this robot is not good news. This is not a good news robot. He's like the kill-all humans robot. So eventually he's like lying to people. He's like, everything is fine in here. Nothing will hurt you. And then somebody gets murdered inside the facility, and the captain's like, tell me what's going on now. And he's like, I will. Come this way. And he's like, oh, okay. Like he has a gun on him, and he's like, okay, I'll drop my guard. And brings him down to like, he created the alien as which we've seen them in previous movies, and he's created the eggs and stuff with the face huggers. And he's like, look into this. It is quite interesting. Nothing will hurt you. Bitch, he just said that! He just said that! Fucking 20 minutes ago! 20 minutes ago, he's like, nothing will hurt you, and then somebody gets decapitated, and then he fucking uses the same lie. It's like it's like the aliens in the Mars movie, when they have the machine, and they're like running around, they're like, ag, 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 and it's like, everything's fine, we come in peace, and he's shooting people while he's like, ag, 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 we come in peace, and shooting people. Like, the alien's a liar! He's a liar! Why do you trust this lying alien? And you do, and you got a face hugger, and then, like, 20 minutes later, the alien pops out, which doesn't make any sense. It takes a while for them to, like, become little aliens. And then they have this little scene where, like, the alien pops out of his belly, like the captain's, no, it's like his chest cavity, and he pops out of his chest cavity, and he's unfurling into this little alien, like, and David's looking at him in his little alien mouth, and like the alien starts to develop, and it like almost looks like he's smiling. He's like, with all these little teeth, and he's like, help me, daddy. He's like popping out, and David's like, my creation. Why put that in the scene? Like, he could have. I mean, if he wanted to watch it happen. I don't know how it happened so quick. So maybe, like, David had, like, a special serum that he, like, injected to rush the process. I'm giving this movie a little bit of leeway here. Because later in the movie, it takes, like, fucking hours. It takes literally, like, 8 hours for the little thing to pop out. And he, like, pops out and he kills this girl. Like, from somebody's chest cavity, off screen, kills this girl. Like, how did it do that? They're, like, little when they come out. So it must have jumped out at her, fucking bit her neck or something, and went into the... Like, I don't know. I don't know how she died and didn't raise the alarm. Like, this movie, hello? You made, like, 7 of them. Like, work with me here. Anyways, the little thing pops out. David's looking at it. It's like, my creation. Why did that have to happen? Why did you have to make the alien monster look so, like, fucking stupid? You should have made him little and scamper off or something. And then he goes like, I know what's going to happen next. And I'm intrigued. Like, you could have done that. Like, he could have just, like, he could have been walking around his little workshop, like, dissecting people, and they don't, like, realize that he's fucking crazy. He's, like, he's been on this planet for 10 years dissecting animals and seeing how this virus transmutes itself into, like, these little beings that kill everything on the planet. Like, everything on the planet kills it. David kills everything on the planet. We're using this virus and studies it for 10 years. But I don't get why you needed to do that. Come on, movie. I got so much more to say. I'm gonna keep talking. I don't care. It's supposed to be 10 minutes. I'm, like, really getting into this. Alright. So those are 2 things. Weird. I want to talk about good stuff about this movie. This movie had a lot of good stuff. It had cool angles. Like, I'll show you one. Okay, so there's a lot of angles where people are sad, and they give them one of these. Like, brooding
but they're giving you a lot of really well-placed people, really well-placed scenes in this movie. So the cinematography will have a huge scene with all these trees, and then they'll have the troop of people coming up a ridge, right? And it looks visually stunning. There'll be other scenes where they're looking down on people, and there's a lot of these close-up scenes where the actors really get to emote in front of you. And I think that is something that I really enjoy in movies, and I want to see more of. It's just, you know, there's a lot of good tension that gets built up. It's a fucking alien movie. You know these people are gonna die, or most of them. Like in the beginning of the movie, drama happens, and you see the characters and how they each deal with this drama, which sets up a reality of like what they're gonna do, why are they motivated to do the things that they're doing. Makes a lot of sense. The first scene in this movie, when like the virus takes over this guy and it's shooting, he fucking throws up blood on this girl, and she has to get locked in with him, and he's going nuts, and she's trying to like comfort him, and then she's going nuts and it's like blowing up, and she freaks out. Oh, this scene is great. The scene is beautiful. It's a beautiful scene. I want to talk more about those beautiful scenes. This virus comes in and like infects him, and like he has like an itchy ear, and within like a few hours, I don't really know how much time elapses. They don't really give you a good note about how much time elapses with these characters, but it's a little while. This guy gets sicker and sicker, and then this fucking baby alien thing comes out and jumps out of his spine, kills him, breaks him in half, and then that little alien kills this one girl, attacks the other one who's using the shotgun to try to kill it, and then fucking blows up the ship. And all the motivation, all the horror was played very well in that scene. All the screwed up shit that happens in that scene makes a lot of sense. Good scene. It's a good scene. It's really relatively close to the beginning of this movie. Fucking good scene. There's some good scenes really close up in the middle, like up before you meet David and before all that crazy like backstory must have happened in the last movie. I don't think I saw that movie. I really don't. But I saw this movie. This movie should be able to deliver on his character enough that I understand where he's coming from, which I think it did. It was maniacal. And I do like maniacal robots. And this maniacal robot looks exactly like the good robot. So you knew they were going to do a body switch. Like you fucking knew it. And then they did it. But none of the characters knew! What? How don't you not know that? How don't you not know that? Back to bad shit. How don't you not know that the robot's bad? Like, I thought the last scene in this movie, the main character's right about to get into this pod. She's killed like fucking 3 aliens. Shit's running at her. Crazy stuff, and her brain works. And she had her hands like this, and there was like her hood, like there was a hood. She had it over her hands like this, and I'm like, she's gonna have a fucking gun. And she's gonna kill that robot. Because then they'll, like, that robot will be dead. And you know that robot's a bad robot, and then you can stay up for fucking 7 years to protect your crew. Because you're the captain. But no! She takes her fucking hood, she puts her hood on! She goes in the pod, and then she's like, are you gonna help me build that, like, lake shore house? And the robot's like, the one by the lake? Shh, sleep well. David? No! Of course, that was fucking David. You were... Even if it wasn't David, you should have shot him in the fucking head. It's a robot. You have 2,000 people on board. You're the captain. You should be like, if it was the robot, he'd be like, I understand. And if it was David, he'd be like, karate chop, trying to get out of the way, and then you could have like this battle, and then maybe like you could have won, or maybe David could have lost. That could have been the ending. She could have just been like, I know it's you, David. And had the gun and looked at him, and the robot look at her and go like this, like from a blank to this.
And then boom! Cuts, shows the ship floating towards, like, the new planet, and you don't know as the audience what the fuck just happened. Because David, the captain, and David both know that it's gonna happen. Like, they both know who they both are, and therefore, like, they have tension, and they need to, like, kill each other. One's gonna win, one's gonna lose. Or maybe they both lose, and the whole place goes and drifts. I don't know. Wouldn't that be a great ending for this movie? Because then when the next movie comes out, you can answer that question. With new characters that discover it along with the audience. Ugh. There's a lot of really good things in this movie. Alright, I gotta stop. Yeah, I mean, I want to keep talking about this movie. It's a good movie. It's some weird shit. I liked a lot of the characters. I liked the first scene. Like, you see this iris, and it doesn't look like a human iris, and like, you're like, is this a robot iris? And it was cool. And there was like a lot of great cinematography, and I'd recommend this movie to watch it. And there's a few frustrating bits that I needed to talk about.